Coming up on DITV, we give you the latest on the Florida shooting and how it connects to Iowa City.
And later, we'll show you how the winter cold is being spread to spread some Hawkeye cheer.
Baseball is back and kicks off their season today down in the Sunshine State. I have all you need to know about Hawkeye Baseball's opening weekend.
Cloudy skies and some unexpected temperatures. Find out more in weather.
All that and more coming up on this Friday morning edition of DITV.
Don't go anywhere, DITV starts right now.
Good morning and thank you for joining us this Friday morning. I'm Becca Scadden.
And I'm Susanna Closter. We bring you the latest news regarding the shooting down in Douglas High School, Florida, with 17 dead and 15 critically hospitalized, is now being considered the deadliest school shooting in United States history, surpassing that of Columbine. The shooter, Nicholas Cruz, is now being charged with 17 counts of premeditated murder. The FBI admitted that to somewhat being aware of Cruz after he left a comment on YouTube commenting on being a professional school shooter. However, the FBI was unable to identify him at the time. President Donald Trump addressed the nation Thursday afternoon, vowing to find a way to end such violence on this. On Twitter, he stated, quote, "So many signs that the Florida shooter was mentally disturbed, even expelled from school for bad and erratic behavior. Neighbors and classmates knew he was a big problem. Must always report such instances to authorities again and again," end quote.
The Florida shooting is the 18th to occur this year and comes shortly after the Ped Mall shooter's trial wrapped up. Gun violence has been a reoccurring issue across the country, especially here in Iowa City. So is Iowa City doing anything to confront it? We spoke to Councilman Kingsley Botchway to find out.
You know, we all say our thoughts and prayers to the families, then nothing happens. And that doesn't sit well with me, it doesn't make any sense. And I know that, you know, if I was a parent in the situation, it would just be horrific for me, and I'd want to do something and want to see our policymakers do something as well.
If you see suspicious activity regarding gun violence, be sure to call 911 right away.
A new bill looking to restrict abortion rights could hurt the University of Iowa Medical School. The newly dubbed Heartbeat Bill would ban nearly all abortions once a fetal heartbeat is heard, which can be as early as 6 weeks into a pregnancy. As of Wednesday, both the university and the Board of Regents spoke against the bill, stating that it would hurt the training of students since OBGYN programs require medical colleges to train in abortion services, and that students would have to go out of state for training.
The UI College of Nursing has partnered with the Northern Iowa Area Community College to offer a seamless transition between a community college education and a nursing degree at the UI. This initiative allows selected nursing students to jump straight into taking online nursing classes to get a UI degree after completing 3 years of community college classes. Program recruiter Sherry Doggett told the Daily Iowan, quote, "The real advantage of this program is that we're going to guarantee them a seat at Iowa. They're not going to have to go out and search for schools. We've made this program for working nurses with families," end quote. For even more on this program, be sure to catch the front page of the Daily Iowan where Christopher Burrow has more.
Well, Becca, it seems to be getting a little warmer out there. I hope the temperature stays this way. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely, Susanna. Walking around yesterday on campus, like almost nobody was wearing a coat, and I'm thinking once it gets up to 40 degrees when you've seen such cold temperatures, it must start to feel like summer. Let's toss it over to John in the weather studio to see what this week is going to be looking like. John?
Thanks, guys. Yesterday, the temperature got up to a scorching 46 degrees here in Iowa City, and I could have not been happier. Today, it cools down a little bit from last night with a high temperature in the afternoon of 27 degrees with sunny skies. Tonight, expect the low to be a chilly 14 degrees with mostly clear skies. Even though today might be a little colder than we would have liked, there's a rumor that we might be getting some pretty warm temperatures soon. So let's check out our extended forecast and see if those rumors are true. Cross your fingers. Tomorrow will be cloudy with a high of 41 degrees in the afternoon and a low of 22 at night. As you can see, I think most people will be pretty excited about the temperatures for Sunday and Monday. Sunday will have partly cloudy skies with afternoon highs in the lower 50s and at night the upper 30s. On Monday, there's a chance of scattered thunderstorms with highs in the mid-50s and at night lows in the upper 20s. Sadly, the temperature will dip down a bit for Tuesday and Wednesday. On Tuesday, there's the possibility for rain and snow with high temperatures in the low 30s and a nighttime low in the mid-teens. Finally, on Wednesday, expect sunny skies with afternoon highs in the lower 30s and at night, lowers in the upper teens. It seems as though the rumors for the warm temperatures were true for Saturday through Monday, and I have a feeling that we might be saying goodbye to the snow in the coming weeks. Spring is only a little bit more than a month away, and I am ready for some permanent sun. That's who are for this week. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, John. Today officially marks the start of Lunar New Year celebrations, and for many students on campus, it's a holiday that's important for their culture. Yesterday, the Tippy College of Business hosted an event to showcase that culture. I personally attended to see what it was all about.
For Chinese students, Lunar New Year is a big holiday for both their families and for their culture. This year, the Tippy Senate and the Multicultural Business Student Association partnered to try to bring some of that culture into the Papa John Business Building.
Very strong presence in the Chinese community in our school, so I thought it was important. We thought it was important as a Tippy College of Business to celebrate it and so promote inclusivity and just the culture itself.
Some of the crowd favorites included a paper lantern making area and a station that was set up to teach students how to write in calligraphy.
Just in terms of like the calligraphy, like I've never actually seen or like in person, and like the like characters and everything and the meaning, but they were really nice and they taught me how to do it and like how to brush stroke everything, so it was nice.
As an added element, organizers wanted to incorporate a community service opportunity. Attendees were able to put together bags to be delivered to the Johnson County Crisis Center.
For some reason, I didn't know what it was at first. I thought they were just gifts, but once I knew it was for the Crisis Center, I was super eager to put it together.
Tippy Senate and the Multicultural Business Student Association both say that they hope to put on more cultural events for students. Reporting from the Papa John Business Building, Becca Scadden, DITV News.
Yeah, I made that.
Earlier in the school year, the University of Iowa made national news due to the first quarter wave, a newly made tradition where the first quarter of every football game, everyone in Kinnick would wave at the nearby children at the Stead Family Children's Hospital. This Thursday, snow removal teams decided to give one last wave by carving the giant hand into the field that was facing the Children's Hospital. The hand, which takes up the entire width of the field, was accompanied with the hashtags SnowWave and hashtag FTK.
You know, Susanna, that was an awesome story. I love being able to see the footage and the pictures from all that over there, and it's really making me miss being inside Kinnick Stadium.
Yeah, I know. Apparently we have a big week for sports this weekend. I'll toss it over to Mary Kate in the sports studio to find out more.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, Carver's going to be hopping this weekend. Women's gymnastics is tonight at 7 p.m. against Ball State. Men's basketball tomorrow against Indiana, and then women's basketball will be on Sunday. I will be at Carver literally the entire weekend, but the Iowa women's basketball team is hot off of a 4-game win streak and will be back after a week off to face Wisconsin this Sunday.
It's a little bit more special, I think, just because I am from the state of Wisconsin. They recruited me, and so yeah, I would definitely say it's a little bit more special. I mean, I wouldn't say in terms of preparation I'm doing anything different. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just another game against a really good opponent.
It's been a point in the season where everything's just coming together. We just got to keep making sure everything stays flowing well, and I know we need to handle their guards and stuff. Kayla McMorris is really good guard for them. I think she just got 1,000 points the other day, and then that's one of my friends from home. So it's always fun to go out there and beat your friends.
I mean, it just feels a lot better going into your last week, sitting yourself in a good position. We know we have work to do. We know we have these 3 games ahead of us. We know we have the Big Ten tournament, but where we sit right now looks pretty good.
We just have to focus and remember that every game's important, and any team in the Big Ten can come out on any given night and really thrive. So,
the game against Wisconsin will be the annual Pink Out game in honor of breast cancer awareness. The Iowa baseball team will open up their season this weekend down in Florida. Here's what the team and Coach Heller had to say about starting off their season.
Ready to get out there, compete against someone else besides ourselves, because we've been just playing against ourselves in scrimmages. I think everyone's pretty determined to get out there and try to get 3 wins.
I think everyone's ready to get out on a real field and play against a real team, and you can practice and get a lot done, but there comes a point in time when you just need to go out and play and kind of see where you're at, and I think we're to that point, and I know the guys are really excited to get to some warmer weather and go out and play the game.
I haven't really sensed any jitters or anything like that, which you kind of usually get with the opening series, but I think everyone's just excited, ready to get going again. Where would you rather be, 70 degrees or 10 degrees?
Well, like Newstrom just said, I would rather be in the warm weather as well, and it looks like it will be nice and sunny for the guys in Florida and get off. It will start at 85 degrees today, but first pitch will be at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Nick Allgaier will be on the mound for the Hawks today against Toledo after being out all of last season after having Tommy John surgery. You can listen to the game on the Hawkeye Radio Network with our very own Zach Mackey on the call. We reported earlier this week that Iowa Wrestling's Alex Marinelli had earned Big Ten Co-Wrestler of the Week. Marinelli's feats have gathered him national attention and earned him a spot as a leader on the team. DITV's Bo Bowman has covered Marinelli since his beginnings as a Hawkeye and how big of a difference he's made to the Iowa wrestling program.
Over the last 8 years, the Iowa wrestling program began to fall off to the wayside in the college wrestling world. Since then, teams like Penn State and Ohio State have risen to the occasion, becoming the top dogs of the sport. But at the beginning of this year, head coach Tom Brands made a promise that this year would be the turning point for Hawkeye wrestling.
This is the first time that I've approached a season like this where you're talking about having unknowns. This is the first time where I've approached a season like this where the exciting things are the unknowns.
And this season has been a step in the right direction. The Hawks unveiled promising underclassmen like Spencer Lee and Jacob Warner, but perhaps the biggest surprise was 165-pounder Alex Marinelli's quick rise to the top of the rankings. Marinelli almost didn't even come to Iowa and was verbally committed to Ohio State. But once he changed his mind, there was no doubt he would do great things in a black and gold singlet.
I made the best decision that I could have ever made in my life, like going to Iowa. Who wouldn't want to come here? You got Tom, Terry, Morningstar, you got the Hawkeye Wrestling Club. We got a lot of people, camaraderie, it's a family here.
Nearing the end of his freshman campaign, Marinelli finds himself ranked number 2 in the nation and viewed as one of the most physical wrestlers out there.
He puts pressure on you, he's strong. Alex Marinelli, the bull.
With only one dual meet left before the postseason begins, Marinelli is one of only 2 freshmen in the country with an undefeated record, a statistic he hopes to keep intact, to put this program back on top.
Some kids break under pressure and some kids rise to the occasion. I shoot, I score, he shoots, I score.
From Iowa City, Bo Bowman, DITV Sports.
Well, as you can see, Marinelli is such a big part of Iowa's success. Him and the rest of the Hawks will battle Iowa State in their last dual meet of the season this Sunday at 2 p.m. That is it for me from the sports studio. We will have a full weekend of Hawkeye sports, so make sure you come back on Monday for all of your highlights from the weekend. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Mary Kate. Each Friday, we here at DITV are proud to bring in the ICAC Animal of the Week. This is reserved for that one special animal at the Animal Care and Adoption Center who is ready to meet their new family.
This week we are featuring Alphaba, a beautiful female black cat. Alphaba is super sweet and is looking for a lifetime of fun. She can live with the busiest of families or be content with a quiet home.
She's super friendly and would love to live with a dog, cat, or any other pet. The domestic short-haired cat is only a year old and is already litter box trained.
Alphaba is nothing less than a fan of cuddling and is looking for a loving home. I'll tell you this, if you aren't a cat person, she might just make you one.
For more information on Alphaba and all other animals at ICAC, please visit the ICAC website. Call them at their phone number or just stop on by for a visit.
Well, everyone, that's a wrap on this Friday morning edition of DITV.
Be sure to head over to dailyiowan.com for all your latest news between Monday and Friday.
And if that isn't enough for you of the Daily Iowan, be sure to check out the print edition on newsstands now.
Also, stay tuned for a very special ICAC Animal Special later next week. You don't want to miss it. From all of us here at DITV, I'm Becca Scadden.
And I'm Susanna Closter. Have a great day, Iowa City, and we'll see you back here on Monday, same time, same place.